It's Sunday, 13th of December, which means day 13. Now, I don't know whether this is going to be one of those kind of repeat 1 to 12. Oh God! Don't damage the box too much. It doesn't look like I'm going to get a chance to finish my underback today. Of course, I've got to go and help someone out at Northern General Hospital. Brilliant. Yes, it's going to be a 1 to 12 repeat, but that's good because you know what you're getting, but you can always pretend to be surprised. And oh, it's coconut shy IPA. Brilliant. That can go in the fridge. I'm going to need that tonight. So yeah, got to go and just sort something out at Northern General Hospital for a colleague, but that's okay because a mate of mine sent me a message last night saying I've just bought a gazebo. Can you go and pick it up for me? No, seriously, really, I'm not joking. And I'm picking it up from just behind Northern General. Result, how about that? But it does mean that I'm probably today, I will do bits, I should imagine. Oh, come on. Bits of, there we are, sit alongside the 4 can ones. I will do bits to the underback. I have pretty much everything I need. Realistically, it's quite simple. And chatting to Chris, I've kind of, he said, well, why don't we just take it straight from the relay in here? Well, similar to that, what I've got is I'm just going to replace this 2-position switch, and then all the new relay system will do is be fired off a new one here that says U underback, so I don't have to bugger around too much with my lettering, which was good. So that will be for underback. That will then feed the latching relay, which will then have an output, same 12 volt, so just off the back of this. Neutrals, forget them, they're all connected. Fuck them, it's lives that we're worried about. So the one output from the other side of the relay goes to this part of the existing switch, so it just replaces the on bit. Couldn't be simpler. It does mean I've got to go in I've got to go inside. I've got to go inside the CP. I'm not showing anybody in there because it's an embarrassment. But all in all, shouldn't be a long job, but I doubt it's going to happen today. That's all right. It's a Sunday. I'll get bits of it done, so I'll collate another video as I'm going. Probably publish that sometime before Christmas. Yes, I'll be back when there's something else to film, which most likely will be me cracking open that coconut shy tonight. The float switches are, well, one of them's knackered, so it needs to go back, but I needed to work out the distance of travel before it breaks the circuit. So on these we have this and this are the normally open, and then as the float travels up, obviously it closes the circuit, but this will go down an awful lot further. So we want ideally the optimum on the bottom. It doesn't really matter as long as it does its job, because I can switch the pump on manually when we're done, just to clean out the bottom of the underback. So it's not massively critical as long as it empties when it should do at the top. So I've ordered another one of those, will arrive tomorrow. I can start now planning on the distance where these need to go, and then cut the holes in the stainless steel bucket that I'm using. Fortunately, I had a set square that fits just under there nicely. So I've determined on here that we're going to need the top hole around 22, and then directly underneath that, I reckon somewhere around 600mm. No, 60mm. 600mm would be over there. just over 2 inches. For people who like old money. Next, I need to get the centre punch on here, and then little drill, slightly bigger drill, up to 10mm, and then use the Q-Max cutter on it. And I'm thinking, because, let's move that way, the radius on here is, I might need to flatten that off a little bit. Just get a bolt and a couple of washers and then flatten a bit off so that it seats comfortably on the inside. That's our 10mm holes drilled, and then we use a one off this. This is a Q-Max cutter, 21mm. I'm going to do a test cut just to make sure that we have, not a test cut, a test into here to make sure that I have got the right size. I'm fairly sure I have, because that's what I use for the 1/2 inch BSP connectors. And the way to do that is just look at the Q-Max into one of the washers. Perfect, let's get it cut. If you've never seen one of these before, you screw the outer housing on the outer side. Don't have to, you could do it the other way around, but it just means you haven't got a lot of purchase on this. You whack an Allen key in there, and that pulls the cutter through the metal. Now I'm going to try and do this all in, I'm not going to do this all in one shot. Do you know why? Because, oh, hang on, I might do. Right, Allen keys, and that then, as you tighten it, you don't need to hold this because these points dig in and then start to pull it through the sheet that you're cutting. But I need 2 hands to do this. I was going to try and find a way of putting a tripod up. Very sorry, didn't get enough circular turrets for that. The intermediate shot where you can see it's actually pulling itself now gently through. I haven't put any cutting compound on here because it doesn't get massively hot, so I haven't bothered with cutting compounds. I'm going to finish off pulling that through, and then I'll do bottom one. I am not sure. I'm going to need to flatten that off, you know, because I think when I tighten that up, I think we'll have a pretty good seal. So that's the first one installed. Now what I need to work out is where I'm going to put the outlet. Do I have it directly opposite, or let's go and have a look. Round it sideways. I think we're going to have to be back here so that I can run the wires discreetly away. Rebuild this shelf. I've been meaning to rebuild this shelf anyway, so that I can mount the plate chiller vertically. Thank you. That's lovely. I thought I'd drain that. Obviously not. It's only the cold water side. It's not the bit the wax goes through. That's all cleaned and dried. Right. So I think we can probably just go opposite. So I can, yeah, or maybe not. That gives me a bit more. If I pop it down here, it gives me a little bit more. Yes, we'll do that. Well, definitely one of those days that didn't go at all to plan. Whew. Where are we? 3:30. Marley, 3:15. It's just starting to darken down a bit. The good news, look, we've got water in canal, and you can tell by that floppy rope. The floppy rope says mustn't grumble's floating. Hooray! Fan dabby fucking dozy. Won't last, because I'll bet you a shilling by this time next week water will have dropped again. Now, I don't think I'm going to get much done today, if I'm honest. Slightly longer sorting out NHS issues than I wanted to be, and pick this up for brother Wayne. Brother Wayne picked that up for me, drove like 100 miles to get that, and so in return I drove 2 miles to get a gazebo for him. Who gets a gazebo this time of year? So not going to do much today. I'm just waiting now to enjoy day 13. I've got a few other things that I might try and do this afternoon. I've got some cornies to wash out and stuff. Got 2 cornies there to wash out. I need to clean this ready to keg, and then I might. I've got that lager, that Mandarina lager upstairs, which I've started a diacetyl rest. I don't know really whether I should perhaps transfer into another Firmzilla and dry hop it. No, sod it, I'll wait until Tuesday. Give the diacetyl rest another couple of days. It's not going to hurt, and then I'm going to dry hop it for a couple of days, and then I'm going to put it back into. Actually, no, I'm not. What was I going to do then? I was going to cold crash it, pop it in a corny, stick it in a cold room for about 6 months until next summer. Oh, what a day! Yeah. Tomorrow we do the underback. Well, considering I had so much planned for today, I've actually managed to get a few little bits done and dusted. So now, look, I've worked hard for this today. Oh, that's good. It's the thing with this is, it's got body, it's got a bit of bitterness, it's got a really rounded flavour, and that beautiful after lingering gentle coconutty bit. Bleeding heck. Whew. So, end of a weekend. Hope you had a good weekend. New week ahead, whatever it brings for you, face it head on. There's probably going to be lots of really sort of odd bits of news coming out during the week to do with COVID and Brexit. However, you and me, thee and that, and all that sort of stuff, we're just as free as anyone to do exactly as we're told. Oh, bring on the revolution. Right, that's it for now, boys and girls. I hope you haven't been too bored with this today. Tomorrow, let's get that underback finished.